I don't think there's multiple splits. I think this is just the split. There's that. It's a new track, so not many people have bought it specifically for this. So there's only 17 people wanting to do this race right now. Damn, these guys doing 114s at the top. Not getting that. I'll be happy if I can set a 116 in qualifying. I mean, I'm going to have no consistency in this. It's the first race, so again, extended practice and all that. Oh, I've messed that up big time. Oh man, I lost a second in the last corner. Shit.
One more lap.
That was a good lap up until that point. The last corner I'm struggling with suddenly. Both laps. Watched it on the last corner. Looks like a 17-1 from the first lap's going to have to do, but I lost a second. That could have been a 16-1. Look at that pace difference. Like, first place guy is a full second per lap quicker than second. If I hadn't made that mistake, I would have been in this pack somewhere. So maybe that's my pace, but it's not really my pace because I don't have the consistency right now. And because there's no splits, these are the only people doing this race. From the top to the bottom, it's almost 4 seconds. I mean, this race and the open setup race, it's just extended practice. Keep that in mind. I'm saying this to myself. If by the end of these 3 races I can be doing 15 lap times, that'll put me into like the top 3 area. But I need to go through the motions of practicing and learning the track and learning how to race properly first.
Green flag, green flag. Left side. Car right.
I had to go for that because he was on my inside just behind me. I needed to make sure I stayed ahead.
So hello everyone again and welcome to another iRacing video, and it's the same as before previous weeks, and this is going to be the same for most of the weeks, where I'm doing a 15-minute fixed setup race, then we've got the half-an-hour open setup race, and then a final 15-minute fixed setup race, and it's the fixed setup series that I'm focusing on this season. So yeah, this was a new track to me, but it was also a new track to everybody because it was a new track for this season added to the game. So there wasn't that many people who'd bought it, I think, specifically to race on, so that's why we had sort of smaller grids for this round. And yeah, I enjoyed the track. I got up to speed fairly quickly, and it was a really, really interesting set of races, I think. This first one was quite intense with some close battling, especially between me and the guy in front. And then the second race was just ridiculous, and I hope you really enjoy that one because it's amazing. And then the final race was kind of a better version of the final race that I did from last week as well. So yeah, some things to point out in case you aren't aware or you haven't sort of looked around the screen during these iRacing videos is some things that might be important to, you know, maybe they're interesting for you to check on is the top left. That switches between the gap, which is the gap to the leader for every driver in seconds, and delta, which is the lap time difference between me and the cars around me. So if that delta comes up and says 1.6 next to someone's name and it's in green, I was 1.6 seconds quicker on that last lap. If it's red, then I was that amount slower. And then in the bottom right, we've got all sort of the relative live timing as well. That's, you know, updated and very accurate to what's happening on the track at the moment, whereas the top left is more for sort of leaderboard, if you like, and more like updates every single lap. And also keep in mind in the bottom right you can see the iRating at that specific time as well. That's an estimate based on the program that I use, RaceLabs. That's their estimate of, you know, if I finish in this place, if the race was to finish now, my iRating would increase or decrease by that amount that's shown. So that's in the bottom right as well. Those are just some interesting things that you might want to keep an eye on throughout the course of at least the second race, but you know, any other race as well. They're quite helpful, at least when I'm racing. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the second race, because that one especially was very much a case of just not giving up and seeing what I could get. But it was all of this is practice anyway to me, you know, especially that middle open setup race. It's half an hour long, but I'm treating it as extended practice for the fixed setup race at the end, because that's the championship I'm focusing on. But so far it seems those open setup races have given me the best races. So yeah, it's just circumstance, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying the iRacing stuff.
On the left.
Yeah, have a good one.
Clear on the right.
Maybe I can still keep it up on the inside.
Car right.
Oh, I had to go on the curb.
Go left. Keep to the left.
Yeah, he managed to hang it out around the outside. Ah. Struggling with the first corner now. It changes the corner that I struggle with. Probably as I keep trying to push it. I'm learning a lot though in this first race. That's what it's all about. Oh, I got a penalty for that, really? Okay. I didn't want to hit that curb. I might just lose it. Anyway. Damn. Little mistakes as I was pushing. I think I'm quicker. It's just going to be really hard to find a place to pass, I think. Especially with my top speed troubles. I have to be really, really close to get the benefit from it. Although at least he doesn't have a slipstream now from the people in front. They've dropped us a little bit.
Right side. Clear on the right.
He actually braked a little bit early. So, I don't know whether he gave that up purposefully or what. Okay, that's a nice little off track. But we got the move done regardless. I was going to go up the inside there anyway because I feel like I'm better than him on the brakes. My braking has is where I've learned a lot this race, more so than anything else. But yeah, he did brake a little bit earlier than I was expecting, so it was a little bit easier than I was expecting. Nice!
Car stop on the left. Car stop on the right.
It wasn't too bad in the end. Started 10th, finished 6th, got an overtake done. Learned a lot. Yeah, I got a few more off tracks than I wanted, but still improved the safety rating a little bit and an improvement on the iRating. So considering that's my first practice race, that's not too bad. Everything else from now on, I suppose, is just a bonus. I'd like to be able to get a 15 in the qualifying when I'm on my own. And then I'll see what that can do for me in like the final race if I can qualify a bit better, but yeah, I gotta be happy with that. A single split again. There's 3 people in Division 1 this time though, so maybe there'll be actually a race at the front between those 3, unlike the fixed race where it was just one guy on his own. Shit. I got an off track. Well, I'm starting at the back. Oh, that was a bad qualifying. Okay, so I'm not actually starting at the very back. I am the best ranked of those who didn't get a lap in. I'm the best of the worst in qualifying. We'll see how this goes from the back. It's a half-hour race. We got plenty of time.
Green, green, green.
So much wheel spin. It's not what I wanted.
Right side. Clear on the right. Left side. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Stay on the right. Clear.
Alright, there we go. A few places off the first lap. Not bad. Wow, 10th already.
You're in
Holy
the top
moly.
10.
Half an hour race this time though, so we got a lot more time. Can't just go hell for leather. Just take the race as it comes.
Left side.
Jesus.
Clear on the left.
Okay, I got so much.
Right side. Clear.
Yeah, I mean. Okay. Okay. Well, that's that then. That all came from basically me getting caught out by the slow speed of the car in front into that sector. And then, I mean, he should have backed out of it really in that corner. He wasn't anywhere near close enough up the inside. But ultimately, all of this has come from the bad qualifying. I shouldn't really have been down here, but I messed up the qualifying, and that's what's happened. Qualifying is so important, especially in a race like this, where it's
Car stops on the right.
one single split, so you've got such a wide variety of skill levels. I mean, I can take a position there. Looks like I'm taking a few positions from people who are out. But yeah, when it's only one split and there's the skill levels further back are quite far down. You just can't afford to be mixing it with the people who are more likely to be, frankly, taking you out. Or not going at a speed that you're expecting into a corner. And the same would be true if the top guys were racing against me. Well, again, I suppose this is all just practice for the last fixed race anyway, but a little disappointing after that good start. I'll see if I can catch up to this guy in front, but apart after that, I don't think I'm getting any more positions.
Right side. Clear.
Job done. Now, if I want to catch up to anybody else, looks like I'm going to have to be about a second a lap quicker over the next 14 or so laps. And I've been keeping an eye on the gap, and I have been about a second a lap quicker. So we'll see. Long race still. I can see them at the end of the pit straight there. That's a big ask, but holy moly. There he goes. I think they've switched positions and one of them lost a lot more time than the other. So we're even closer now. I'm closing in. I can't quite believe how quickly I am closing in, but I am closing in. Well, here we are. This is actually the Audi that I started and qualified behind and almost passed off the line, and then he blocked me off, and then I got him on the inside anyway. Whoops. I'm playing that dangerously. Now it's about finding a place to pass.
Car right.
That'll do.
Clear on the right.
I was 16 seconds behind him before I overtook the guy previously. We've still got 9 laps to go, 10 laps maybe? 7.5 seconds to the next guy, let's go. You can see in the top left I was 1.6 seconds quicker on the last lap and then 1 second quicker than the guy ahead of him. It's not enough laps for the guy ahead of this guy, but there's definitely enough laps for this guy. The leader is 9.5 seconds back. I ideally need to stay on the lead lap or at least get this done before he comes around to lap us. I've been gaining positions as well. I'm in 12th now. I think people have been having issues and then just disconnecting or leaving or whatever. Alright, it's on. God, he brakes so early there.
Car right. Clear.
Nice. Immediately. We're only 4 seconds back from the guy up the road. We were lapping a second a lap quicker than him as well. We've got 4 laps left. Is there going to be enough time to get that top 10 back? Wasn't enough that time. It was only 0.8 seconds on that lap. Can still keep pushing though, trying to pressure. Did I just set 15.3 on that last lap? Holy moly! I think I've broken the car. No, it's alright. It looked like it was pivoting down to the left, but I think it's okay.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left. You're in the top 10.
Oh, I'm in top 10. Someone must have been in the pits after a crash. We've got back into the top 10. Back to where we were on that first lap.
Where did that speed come from? Excuse me?
Only half a second on that last lap. I'm going to run out of laps. I'm not going to get lapped though, I don't think, which is good. Staying on the lead lap. And I've been so much quicker than this guy and the guy in front of him, I think, but I'm going to run out of laps. It's amazing that I've even made up these places in the first place. Can't believe it after that first lap. Thought it was down and out. Talk about never giving up. Not only have I made places just from people having issues and dropping out, but I managed to catch up massive gaps and still get some positions. No white flag, so there's going to be at least another lap after this. The leader's 2.2 behind. He must be on his last lap now, I think. So we're going to get this extra lap in. 1.2 seconds quicker I was on that last lap. Top left.
Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go.
Come on! Last lap. Nice, I needed a good exit out of there, I got it. Just gotta bring it home. Again. Holy moly! What a recovery drive that was!
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
Whew. 9th!
Good job, very good job.
After that first lap. Well, first couple of laps. 9th! Oh man, I can't believe that. That last gasp overtake as well. Thanks for the GGs. Did I actually gain iRating in that? After that? Holy moly. Wow. From minus 60 iRating to plus 9. Oh man, that was incredible. I can't believe I got 9th out of that. Damn, look at these 15s. When I was on my own as well, most of the time, 15.3 is the best. That's crazy. 44, 1 minute 44. So, what we can say, if it was going to be a 1:15, I lost maybe 30 seconds. 30 seconds would have put me like here, just outside of the top 5. So I managed to recover to only be around 4 places lower than what I might have otherwise finished. And yeah, I gained, it's like a gain of like 70 iRating. I could have lost 60, but I ended up gaining 9 just throughout the course of that race, not giving up. That's crazy. I'm pleased with myself again. Yeah, gained plus 8 on the iRating. After that start, that's a result. I even kept it up on the safety rating as well. 15.3. So I was quicker than the guys who I probably should have finished ahead of. But damn, that's one hell of a recovery considering how badly it could have been. Very happy. One split again. 20 drivers, all from Division 1 down to Division 9. Divisions are set based on your iRating at the start of the season, I think. So I'm racing these Division 3 people, really. But we all just happen to be in the same race. I need to qualify better. That's the most important thing right now. I'm a little disappointed with my lap, but I mean, at least I set a lap and got that banker lap in. I'm getting slightly worried that there's a minute and a half to go. Are there really that many people who haven't even been able to set a single lap? Looks like it. Alright. So only the top 12 even got a lap on the board.
Green, green, green. Car right. Still there. Clear on the right.
Damn. He went right around the outside. What's he doing?
Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Right, yellow car's having a very punchy first lap. I should have been in second there. Not the best start.
Stay on the left. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear.
Held it. All right. We can consolidate from here. That's good. There's a bit of a gap behind now. Focus forward. This is looking a bit dicey. Few dodgy mistakes there. Yeah, the bright green, bright yellow guy is so aggressive. Like, you just can't give it up, it seems. Gotta be careful around him, I think. Oh, that's a bonk. That was a big bonk. I'd be surprised if he doesn't have damage from that. I need to keep my head and not get caught up with it, all this, to be honest. So it seems like I'm basically in this top 6 group. The top 2 have got a little bit of a gap, and then there's this group of 4 fighting over 3rd. Then there's a bigger gap back behind me, so, and that's extending. Been driving a little scruffily though, honestly. Again, this last race, I'm driving the worst. I wonder if I tense up. Because it's the final race where it's meant to matter the most. I just don't think I've got the pace of these guys, and I think it's because I'm not driving well enough rather than them being that much quicker. I'm not driving as well as I did in that second race.
Slow car on the left. Left side. Clear.
Oh my god, I've just noticed the iRatings of the people ahead of me, who I'm trying to race with and keep up with. I feel a lot less bad now. The guy ahead of me is a 3.8k, then the 2 ahead of them is 2.2k. And I'm not doing that badly. You can sometimes forget, I suppose, especially in these races where it's only one split. Like, you can forget that you're racing against some high rated drivers at the very top and some low rated drivers at the very bottom. Just because there's only one split, so it puts everybody together. Wow, last lap already, holy moly. This feels so short after the half-an-hour race. Yeah, I've kind of been a little bit in no man's land, I suppose, in this 6th place, but I mean, I feel like I've acquitted myself somewhat decently against these higher iRating guys in the top 5. I haven't let them get massively away and just been left behind completely. And obviously that's because I've done 45 minutes of racing in this already. At least I haven't completely capitulated like I did in this race last week. This 3rd race. Don't think I've been as quick as I was in that open setup race, but hey, at least I managed to bring home a result. I'll take 6th.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Yeah, I've gained iRating in all 3 races today. So that's something to be happy about as well. 15.9 in the... Oh, I did get my 15 in the race. In the fixed race. At least. And I wasn't, you know... It's getting closer. Championship points 69 for this race. I think I got more championship points in the first race again. Yeah, I did. 74 points. So again, just like last week, I could have just stopped after the first race. And I would have had the same championship points. Because the 69 doesn't count. Because I've got the 74 from the first race. But, hey. I've gained iRating and safety rating in all 3 races. Like, that's a big improvement in just general, you know, performance overall. I've got to be happy with that. On paper, race 1 might have been better, but race 2 was by far the best race. Well, yeah, that's true. Race 2 was like, even though race 2 doesn't count to any of the championship that I'm focusing on or anything, that was the most entertaining race and the best race from a. I really just didn't give up and managed to make up places and iRating. So it was worth doing all the races.